Hey friends, this is Reverend Jerry, the People's Priest, aka Father Jerry, and today I am coming to you with your Monday Musings. So Jesus and the apostles are in a boat, okay, and this is the setup of the story. And in the boat, the apostles are, because they're all fishermen, and so they're out fishing and catching presumably what's going to be their lunch or their dinner for that day. And all of a sudden, a storm comes about. And this storm is really wild and it's throwing them across the water, and they're losing the fish that they have caught. And they start freaking out. Meanwhile, while this is all going on, this whole chaos and everything, Jesus is at the end of the boat asleep, kind of curled up. And when they realize that they're freaking out, but Jesus is sound asleep, they go and they wake him and say, "Hey, do you not care about us? There's a storm going on. What's happening here?" And Jesus gets up and he calms the storm. He says, "Peace, be still." And they go about their day. And what I like about this story is I feel like it's a good reminder to us. If we look at the boat as as a representation of our life, the thing that contains our life, we sometimes run into those experiences when anxiety hits us, when panic happens, and we forget all of the really wonderful gifts and skills that we all have. And to me, Jesus' sleeping is an example of our forgetfulness, how we forget in those moments what talents and skills that we have. And Jesus waking up and calming the storm is an example of what happens when you remember what it is that you are capable of and who it is that you are. And so when that anxiety hits us, it's really very challenging to reclaim our balance, to reclaim our peace in the storm. And one of the really beautiful gifts that the story teaches us is the art of remembering to remain calm, to remain peaceful in the midst of the storm. One of the really interesting things about hurricanes, and actually tornadoes as well, is that they move in a spiral, and all around the outer part of the spiral, they are very chaotic. Stuff is pushed and pulled and destroyed. But at the center of the storm, the eye of the storm, there is perfect peace. In fact, if you stand in the middle of the storm and you look up, the clouds and the sky is completely clear. So too, if we learn to practice in the midst of anxiety, panic, fear, stress, the ability to say, "I have all that I need in this moment. There is nothing missing here. There is no lack. I still am a gifted, talented, educated, really renowned person in the midst of this storm." And allow ourselves to then move mentally, spiritually, and practically from that space of knowing, of abundance. We then are able to learn to practice peace in the storm. So remember, dear friends, life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who journey with us. So be swift to love, make haste to be kind, and this day and every day, practice being peace in the storm.
Monday Musings is a weekly reflection series brought to you by Reverend Jerry Maynard, the People's Priest, and produced by C&G Communications. For a small donation of $25 per month, you can be listed as a podcast sponsor. For more information, please visit revjerrymaynard.org and click on the People's Priest podcast under the Media tab.